Alright, so day 40 of FMP vlog. So, yeah, I've been up to some stuff. So, from the last video, I've baked everything, and I've gone to the next stage of, yeah, now that I've got all the hair cards, here they're all here in my 3ds Max file. So what I've been doing is splitting them up, and been working on the eyebrows and stuff. So currently, I've got the eyebrows done, and I've got the eyelashes done. And what I did for these was I placed them down, mirrored them, then did some minor tweaking, just to make things not identical on both sides. The other thing I've been up to is all the different layerings of the eye. So on the Unreal 4 digital humans, there are multiple different layers towards the eye to make it look better than average, and since I'm putting this amount of detail in anyway, I may as well get the extra margin since it's not that much, since it's all in engine shader stuff and it's not that many verts. So here we are. So this would add ambient occlusion and I'll remove it here. So yeah, so if I start to remove some of these, here we are. So here's the main eye, like we've shown off really early on. So there's the actual eye, the iris in the middle, and then we've got this the cornea here. So what this is a blur lid. So this is an extra lid that goes over, and it adds blur and what was it? Ambient occlusion as well around, just to blend everything in nicer. Oh yeah, I forgot to add in that thing, so we have that there. Don't worry, it's not going to have that texture on. It's going to be textured in Substance Painter. Then there's another layer, just so reference. There is this other sheet that then goes over this thing, and that has a gradient on it and a transparency. So that'll help blend this thing into the eye a bit better to make everything look nicer. Yeah, and then on top of that, there's another tear duct line that goes not only over this thing again, but also covers up the bottom. And the sole thing of this is just to have extra specular on, so it's got all the you know, that extra hard light, you know, shining off it, just to make it a bit more realistic. So far, looking at it now, you know, it's starting to come along. You know, I'm starting to like this quite a bit more. Tomorrow, I mean, technically today, but tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the hair, and I hope to get it done in one sitting. One day, I might check over with some of the lecturers, and then by the end of this week, I hope to have the texturing done in Substance Painter, and then oh, ignore all this. This is just a temporary mesh, just so I can see, you know, where I'm putting stuff, etc. Yeah, and then yeah, after that, it's just the case of putting it all in engine and then making it look nice. Stuff like these eyebrows could be used on the next character. So I don't need, that'll save on a hell of a lot of time when it comes to, you know, hair card stuff. Same with the eyelashes, you know. So yeah. So far I am really happy with how these are turning out. I'll have to see more as we get into the engine. But yeah, that's all I've got really to comment on hair-wise. The other thing is that I've been still working on this. It's taking a long time, and by this point I probably should have changed my design, but after I got heads up on the UV technique, I decided to keep with it. So I managed to get the pipes in, and that's like the iconic thing that I wanted for this sort of build. So you gotta imagine a lot of this is going to be covered up with like armor, shoulder plating, chest plate, you know, shoulder plating here, you know, armor here. So a lot of it is going to be covered up. So at this point, what I'm working on next is to get this collar covered up, because I found some different stuff here. My inspiration over here, and there's this collar here. I really do like this like neck breech sort of thing, very similar to like a bullet brace or whatever. Like, I don't know, blast collar. I don't know. So yeah, that, and then as well as like a secondary under one that goes up towards the mouth. So this needs a bit of fixing. It's still a bit rough, but it should turn out pretty nice, and it fits nicely with the back pattern here. So once this is on, it's going to be the case of just adding a lot of like ribs and stuff like that, like this sort of stuff. And if I find something similar to here, where it's just like breaking up the pattern just to make it feel less like it's a onesie. So yeah, I reckon I can get this done by the end of the week as well, and hopefully that means that this will be ready for both characters, really. So that should be a lifesaver as well. It's the whole reason why I did it this way. So yeah, things are going well. I'm starting to get nervous of the deadline, since that, 12 weeks or 11 weeks now remaining, so still got time, but it is creeping there, and I'm starting to get a bit shaky. So I'm gonna keep on the grind, and hopefully things will turn out, at least for this character. The next one, I might change up some of my workflow, speed things up, but yeah, hopefully it goes alright. Okay, it's been the 4th of March 2019. I just record these late. Alright,